Melz on the MIC.
I know you're gonna dig this.
The all-new 107.3 Kiss FM. #1 for R&B.
Melz on the MIC with some very special guests joining me on the phone line. It's good to talk to these brothers again. Many years you've seen them on the First 48, and now they have moved on and created their own series called ATL Homicide, and they're entering their third season of ATL Homicide. That's set to premiere on Monday, January 25th. Man, it's great to have these brothers and talk to these brothers again. Detectives David Quinn and Vince Velasquez. What's going on, brothers? How y'all been?
What's happening, Mel? Glad to hear your voice again, my brother. This is David talking right now.
Okay. And where you at, Vince?
I'm in, Vince Velasquez. Sorry I'm late, guys.
Oh, it's all good, Vince, brother. It's good that you joined us, man. What happened? You got a little caught up on the lunch break right there?
Something like that. Absolutely, man. The tuna salad was calling me. No, I'm just kidding. Just joking.
Well, Detective Quinn, brother, it's good to have you back again. It's good to talk to you again. So what's been going on, my brother? What's been up in your world?
Oh, wow. We've been dealing with the changes in the world. I mean, the worldwide pandemic, the civil uprisings that were necessary, and that mess that happened on January 6th. It's going to live in infamy.
And we're going to get into that about what happened on January 6th in a minute. But first, we got to talk about the third season of ATL Homicide. You guys are back again. And I want to go back to the beginning. What inspired you guys to go ahead and say, you know what, we could do this show on our own and we could tell our own stories? What inspired you guys to get started on your own series?
Well, we got to give that credit to a couple of producers, and in particular, TVOne.
No doubt.
They saw us on what they call a sizzle reel, just us kicking it, doing what we do, talking about the cases we have, and they signed us immediately after 8 other networks turned us down. So all love, in the end, goes to TVOne, and they told us initially, we want you to be you and tell your own story. Couldn't beat that.
TVOne's ATL Homicide Season 3 premieres Monday, January 25th on TVOne. And Detective Velasquez, we were just talking to Detective Quinn about this, about what inspired you guys to come together and tell your own stories, because, of course, a lot of people remember you from the First 48 series and stuff like that, but now you guys have your own series. And, Vince, what can viewers expect this season, the third season of ATL Homicide?
Wow, so it's going to be another roller coaster ride. 15 episodes, tragically 15 victims, so that's something that it's always been near and dear to us, to make sure that we showcase our victims and that their lives mattered, and their families that were left behind, dealing with that grief, so, it's really not about us. This show is about our victims. We just had the honor of being able to work their homicides and bring those cases to closure. So it's a roller coaster. We're going to take the viewers along with us. They're going to be able to try to figure this thing out. And every twist and turn that we did in real life, all the doors that got closed and we had to go back and start from scratch, we're going to bring those viewers with us, and they're going to experience that. Because you don't really know who did it to the end of the episode. And it's never clear cut. It's never what you really think it is. And again, at the end of the day, it's a story about our victims.
Right. And even though these stories are unfortunate, it's still compelling stuff on television. Once again, TVOne's ATL Homicide Season 3 debuts Monday, January 25th. Detective Quinn, real quick question for you. Why do you think, you see, we got into the conversation before Vince popped in about how 2020 was been a crazy year in the black community, and also this tomfoolery that happened January 6th with this Capitol incident and stuff like that. There's a lot of fear and a lot of nervousness, especially in the minority community right now after what happened on January 6th. Can you guys provide any safety tips for our audience that may be in D.C., L.A., or in just one of these small little towns like I am here in Texas that's surrounded by some of these wackos out here? Let's just call it what it is. They say wackos out here. These people try to overthrow our government, man. Can you offer any sort of safety tips for our audience to be leery of out here?
Well, it's always strength in numbers. But you have to always be aware. Live your life. Don't let these fools that you see depicted on TV up in D.C. change the way you live your life. Black people, brown folks have always coalesced together as family, friends, and neighborhood. And, we got to have a global neighborhood watch. That's all it is. You know what the threat looks like when it's coming. Be aware. And we also emphasize that women, enjoy yourselves. Get out and do your exercise, do your power walk, or whatever you do, go to the gym. Don't mess around with the darkness. Let's see where this thing is going. America has just been exposed.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing new. This is America. Hopefully, our new president that gets sworn in tomorrow will start to make changes with him and the sister that's going to be guiding us through 2021 in the future.
No doubt, no doubt. That's good words right there. Y'all just stay woke out there and look, change is coming. Change is coming.
And real quick, how long were both of you guys police officers? Because I remember last time I talked to you guys, one of you or both of you guys had retired, correct?
That's correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I retired before Dave did. Actually, Dave retired before me, but it's weird, but he didn't really retire. He couldn't let it go, so he came back under contract. When I retired, I kicked chalks, man. I was done.
He was
I
done.
I turned my badge, my gun in. I'm like, I'm out of here, guys. Don't call me, unless it's, the world's ending. Maybe give me a call. So,
Right.
Other than that, I was done.
Right.
But we were together for, almost 19 years as partners.
Mm-hmm.
David was police in the streets when I was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And then I became a cop later, and then we became partners. And again, divine intervention, call it what you want, but we both got promoted the same day, signed a homicide the same day, and we became partners. I knew who he was, he knew who I was. We never worked together, and it was like a hand fitting inside a glove, man. It was magical.
Right.
How we just were able to. It's kind of like, man, like where you been all my life, man? You know what I'm saying? Like Dave calls Dave calls it like the best marriage ever. Like some people can learn how this marriage works by looking at us, but. That's it, man. It was just a good ingredient for us, and it worked.
And a lot of that connection helped you guys solve a lot of these cases, correct?
Absolutely, man. Mad respect.
No doubt. That's a blessing, man. But again, we're looking forward to the new season of ATL Homicide Season 3, jumping off Monday, January 25th on TVOne. Big show. Detective Quinn and Detective Velasquez. I thank y'all guys so much for giving me some of your time and chopping it up with me this afternoon. And for real quick, if folks want to be able to, do you guys do social media? I guess that's the question now. Now that y'all some civilians now, do you guys do social media?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Go ahead and let the folks know where they can follow you at, Detective Quinn.
I'm David Quinn. You can find me on Twitter as @DavidQuinn19. You can catch me on Instagram as David.Quinn56, and on Facebook just David Quinn.
And I'm Vince Velasquez on all three. Just first and last name put together, 2 Z's in my last name.
No doubt, man. And don't forget, TVOne is the network you need to be on. Monday, January 25th for the new season. I know the ladies going to be there. I already know the ladies know what time it is. The ladies know what time it is. Because, I know you guys, but how does it feel now? Also, since y'all been civilians, y'all become TV stars. Because I remember the last time I interviewed you guys, I had a whole bunch of ladies jumping in my inbox talking about, oh, Lord, I love me some Quinn and Velasquez. Have you guys ever thought about considering maybe or maybe as a future project, just a movie for that's based on your story? Have you guys even thought about that? Because I know you got the shows jumping off, but have you guys thought about a movie maybe?
Yeah, we've talked about it. We've talked about ATL Homicide, the drama, a movie. The possibilities are endless. So we're definitely open to those ideas.
Look, I already know how y'all feeling. Y'all probably ain't gonna do the movie unless y'all could get Will Smith and somebody else to play y'all, right? I know one of y'all want to be Will Smith, and who would be the other actor you would pick? Who?
I'll be Martin.
You'll be Martin?
Penny is Mike Lowry.
I'm single, so I have to be,
Yeah, you have to be Mike Lowry.
I'm Martin Lawrence.
Oh, man, that's
I
hilarious.
got 4 grandchildren. So I got to be Martin Lawrence.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you definitely got to play the Martin role. Well, let's get ATL Homicide the movie. But in the meantime, we're gonna look forward to season 3 of ATL Homicide on TVOne Monday, January 25th. Go follow these gentlemen on the socials and make sure you don't miss the show when it airs on TVOne. All right. But Detective Quinn, Detective Velasquez, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for giving me some time, and hopefully we'll talk again in the near future, brothers.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having us.
The all-new 107.3 KISS FM, #1 for R&B.